Hello students, welcome to all of you in this class. I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to start a new poem from your Honeysuckle book, What If, composed by Shel Silverstein. So let's continue. So before moving towards the poem, let's discuss something about the poet Shel Silverstein. So Sheldon Allen Shel Silverstein was an American writer, poet and cartoonist. He was born on 25th September 1930 at Chicago in US and died on 10th May 1999 at Key West in US. His important works are Once on the Way, The Unicorn, I Am Checking Out, etc. So first of all, let's know something about the poem. What If is a playful presentation of fears, struggles and uncertainties that haunts the poet at night. All worries and problems are out of control of human beings. We cannot answer every question and possible situation that might happen in our life. So, we should focus on our present only to ignore all these worries. This poem is about a child who is lying in bed worrying about all the things that can go wrong in his life, or you can say that poet describes his childhood fears in this poem. Now, continue with the explanation. Last night, while I lay thinking here, some what ifs crawled inside my ear, and pranced and partied all night long, and sang their same old what if song. Crawled means crept, pranced means jumped, and partied means celebrated. So here, the poet beautifully expresses his imaginary fears through this poem. It shows his anxiety and worry. First of all, he starts the poem by saying that when the previous night he was trying to sleep, some doubts and fears, you can say what ifs, came to his mind and troubled him throughout the night, and again tried to disrupt him from sleeping, like they have one united purpose. These thoughts or doubts were numerous and bringing stress to the poet. It seems that the trouble in his mind enjoyed causing him distress. What if I am dumb in school? Dumb means unable to speak. The doubts or the thoughts that were teasing him all the night were so many in numbers. Now the poet describes them one by one. He thought that what would happen if he is unable to speak? No one will be able to understand his feelings. What if they have closed the swimming pool? The next thought that came to his mind was, if the school authority closes the swimming pool, how will he able to learn and enjoy swimming? What if I get beat up? If someone tries to bully him or to tease him by beating, how will he escape himself, or who will come to help him? What if there is poison in my cup? If someone tries to kill him by mixing poison in his cup, how will he able to know his intentions? So, these fears were trying to distract him from sleeping for the whole night. What if I start to cry? Again, he continues by saying that what if he feels so emotional and starts to cry, then how will he able to control himself? What if I get sick and die? If he gets ill and no one is there to take care of him, how will he become able to cure himself? And if he will not be cured, he would die, then what would happen to his family members? What if I flunk that test? Flunk means to fail. The another fear that came to his mind was, if he fails in the examination, how will he show his face to his parents? What if green hair grows on my chest? Means, if his chest is covered with green hair, people will make fun of him. So, he is afraid by thinking about all these awkward things, though they are fully imaginary. What if nobody likes me? The poet says that there can be other mishappenings, like if he is not liked by anyone, what will he do? How will he make new friends? What if a bolt of lightning strikes me? Strikes means to hit. If there is thunder and lightning in the sky and he becomes a victim of lightning, how will he become able to struggle with all these adverse circumstances in his life? What if I don't grow taller? The other fear of the poet is if his height doesn't grow, then how will his friends react and how will he face the criticism of his friends? What if my head starts getting smaller? Then the another fear is that if his head starts getting smaller, how will he feel and make himself strong enough to face these shortcomings of himself? What if the fish won't bite? The poet's fears are endless. He again thinks that if he tries to catch a fish but doesn't get success, then how will he get the joy of catching a fish? What if the wind tears up my kite? He again thinks that if his kite is flying high in the sky and the heavy wind tears up his kite, how nervous he will feel at that time. What if they start a war? He thinks that if there is war in his country, he may have to face some difficult situation due to war. Then, how will he face all these situations? What if my parents get divorced? It is the most difficult situation for a child. So he thinks that if his parents don't want to live together and they decide to get divorced, how will he make them united? So this is the big problem before him. So all these fears are again and again striking his mind, and he is troubled by all these fears in his life. What if the bus is late? So children, you can see that the list of poet's fears is very long. And his next fear is if he is ready to go to school but his bus is late, then how will he able to cope up with the timing of the school? What if my teeth don't grow in straight? He again thinks that if his teeth are not straight or they are not in the proper order, then how will his face look? People would laugh at him. What if I tear my pants? If he is going somewhere and he gets his pant torn up, then how will he handle this awkward situation? What if I never learn to dance? So, if he is practicing for dance but not able to perform better, then how will he improve his performance in dance? So, all these fears come again and again in his mind to annoy him. Everything seems swell, and then the night time what if strikes again. So, swell means stylish and first rate here, and strike means to hit or to trouble again and again. So the poet says that everything looks stylish and good when he starts his day, but as he tries to be normal or positive, all these nighttime fears and doubts again hit his mind to give him a trouble. This shows that the poet's mind is so disturbed by these fears because as soon as one doubt is cleared, another moves in to harass him. This made it a constant discomfort for him. So he only wants to get rid of all these fears and live his life peacefully and joyfully. Now let's read out some points of summary of the poem. The narrator's mind is sometimes filled with doubts and fears. At night, such unpleasant situations haunt him. He wonders what will happen if he loses his power to speak, gets beaten up by someone, and gets sick and die or fail in a test. There may be so many bad situations that he may have to face in his life. So his mind is full of these fears, and every night whenever he goes to sleep he struggles with these doubts and worries. He wants to get rid of all these doubts and fears and live his life peacefully. So children, this is all about this poem. I hope this poem is clear to all of you. Thank you. Happy learning. Enjoy your day, children.